You wanted to see me?
No.
A temporary truce? I'm the lesser of two evils. Alright, so what do I have to do for this temporary truce? Wait. It's where?
No.
What? What is where?
It's from the movie. It's from the movie. It's in the paper.
Okay, alright.
No.
Oh, Devall is not going to be happy about this. I'm just going to put that back. Sure, I'm not looking like I did that. I'm keeping the cannolis though. Yeah.
The smiles around, 'cause there's a new game in town. It's time to excite at the roll of the dice. With friendship comes epic wins and defeats. It's a land of adventure with board.
Hey guys, welcome back to Board. We're your hosts. I'm Devall.
I'm Pixel Dan.
And we are back with another episode of... You alright there, dude?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So we're back with another episode. Of course, the show's all about the board games from the 50s through the... Are you sure you're alright, man? What's going on with you? You're like...
I'm okay.
You're all shifty, like something's going on,
No,
and you're all like...
I'm fine. Do your opening.
Okay.
Do your opening.
Are you, okay. I'm worried about you there, though, man. You know, the show's all about board games from the 50s through today, and it shows you the best and worst to put the board game in. Okay, something is going... What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Board games.
Let's just turn around and get a game. I don't know what's going on, gang. Something's going... My gaming sense is tingling. Something is happening.
Nothing's... You just want to get a game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little worried.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
What is happening? What is...
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Whoa, Mega Man?
Huh?
Whoa, that's right up your... What? That's right up your alley. What is going on here? What is going on?
What's going on?
What is going on here?
We're gonna go play Mega Man.
You two.
What?
You two are working together, which is really creeping me out. Something's happening.
There's nothing going on here. Let's go play a game.
Fine.
Come on, Jason.
Fine.
It's Mega Man. Don't watch it. It's okay.
Hey guys, so Mega Man, NT Warrior. I don't, what? So the puppet just gave you this game.
Well, the puppet always gives us a game. I see no problem here.
I see lots of problems because there were no problems. That's why. He just happily handed you this game. He's like, me, moo, boo.
So?
That never happens.
But that's what he's supposed to do. Why are we questioning this?
Because that's what he hasn't done for a season and an episode so far. Or several episodes. He's never done that. He's never just handed us a game.
Well, he handed us this game.
Yeah, which is right up your alley.
I like Mega Man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. That's why this worries me.
Although I've never really played NT Warrior. I'm more of like a Mega Man NES guy or like a Mega Man X guy.
You're a Mega Man snob.
But I like Mega Man in general. So I'm pretty happy about this.
That means you're a Mega Man snob.
Why am I a Mega Man
Because
snob?
you don't like NT Warrior.
Look, it's not a real Mega Man game.
But it's Mega Man.
Well, I like Mega Man.
It's Proto Man.
Look.
It's Guts Man. It's Roll.
I'm happy. Look, there's cool little minifigures in this game.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it's Mega Man.
This game comes to us from Mattel.
From Mattel.
2004. God, has it been that long since Mega Man NT Warrior was around? 2004?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's been quite a few years. This is probably the most recent game that we've gotten to play on this show.
The newest, yeah.
The newest type. The newest type of game we got to play on this show. It looks very interesting. I always liked the old Mega Man games for Nintendo. I never really got into any of the Mega Man games on the next generation consoles. Always the classic Nintendo stuff, which were always some of the hardest games ever created. And this board game looks kind of fun. I mean, you've got the nice little collectible figurines there. You've got some nice little looks like some very cool gameplay elements to it. But of course, the back of it shows some of the things. You've got these little these power decryptors that you use in the game, as well as a lot of different other little elements. So can you say we still don't know how I feel about this?
I'm excited. Let's check it out. I'm really happy about those little figures.
Something tells me that
all right, let's see what we got.
this is completely unfair here.
What are you talking about? Come on, we're just gonna have fun.
So you've got the 4 little figures here. You've got the evil Pharaoh Man. I think it's not spelled Pharaoh, but it's spelled Pharaoh.
Way different than the Pharaoh Man I know.
Yeah,
from
he's
the old
kind of crazy. Like his arms aren't connected to anything. They're just floating there.
Mega Man.
Yep.
And Guts Man.
And Proto Man.
Proto Man. And
that's Roll.
Oh, it's Roll.
It is Roll.
Interesting.
Yeah. Cool little figurines for the heroes. The game's, of course, for 4 players, so
they are cool.
Each player can select one of the neat little Mega Man playing pieces.
I love games where the playing pieces are little figures like this.
Yeah.
That's so cool to me.
That always makes it a little bit more.
It makes it more fun and more collectible, and I don't know. I like it.
Yeah. You've got a numbered rolling dice here. Here's
Met.
These are your little virus figures.
This is a classic Mega Man villain right here.
Yep,
He's
sure is.
Always in every game.
Yep. Another one of the little viruses and a little
dragon.
Little dragon virus. And the virus figures here in this game are clear. They're pretty cool.
Raw. Sweet little minifigures.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
They're molded. They stand on their own pretty well. So that's pretty cool. And then of course you've got there's 4 of these, but you've got your what are these called again? Navi. What? Oh, power decryptors.
Not Navi anything.
No, not at all. So you've got these like 4 power decryptors here. So each player has one, and each of them actually have the symbol on them that matches to the playing piece. So that's cool. And of course, since it was a Mattel game, there's a neat little battle chip that you could have used in the toy line, because the toy line had these electronic versions of these that you could put the chips in, and they would. I don't know what they did exactly. If they activated powers or what they did. Never got into the toys.
I remember those though.
So we've got these. We've got a bunch of the cards. We've got these cool little battle chips for the game. There's a bunch of little.
There's a lot of little pieces.
Yeah, a lot of little pieces. A lot of little tiles here, which we'll figure out what those go to here in a minute. We've got some little. I think. Oh, these are probably. Oh, these are for the villains. These are like little damage counters. I don't know if we can. They've got the
itty bitty little.
Yeah, itty bitty tiny little pieces of cardboard. So this game, if you find it in the wild, it's probably a good idea to look for all the pieces, because more than likely the pieces are missing.
The game board is kind of whacked. Look at that.
It's kind of funky.
It's super slanted.
Super tiny.
It's tiny, and the way the design is, it almost looks like it's misprinted. Like that's not the way it's supposed to look, but I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it's just the way it's all.
It's weird and slanted and crooked.
Yeah, it's all kind of funky.
It's interesting.
Well, it's pretty interesting though. It looks like it's a pretty easy setup. what do you say, Danny? We figure out how to play this game. We walk everyone through it, and we
I'm excited.
we get the
Pew, 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 pew. Gutsman. Dr. Wily's henchman.
Gutsman was a good guy in this show.
I don't care. He was a bad guy in the old games. Pew, 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 pew. You get the pow. No, Proto Man, we're brothers.
Let's see how this game's played.
Yeah, Mega Man!
Well, I thought we talked about this. It's technically Mega Man NT. Does that still technically count?
Boo, Mega Man NT.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Alright, so what do we have to do to get going?
Well, first, we've got the board unfolded here.
I'll unfold your board!
Wait, what?
Sorry, I got out of hand.
Sudai.
Next, we choose our NetNavi figure and their corresponding pet-powered decryptor. And you can tell which one goes to whom by matching the symbols on their chest to the symbols on the pet-powered D. Let's just call it the pet from here on out.
Hey, no arguments here.
I'll take Mega Man.
Well, that figures. Who should I take? Roll, Gutsman, Proto Man.
Wait, Proto Man's in this game? Gimme.
I thought you wanted Mega Man.
Change my mind. You take him. Woohoo, Proto Man! I love Proto Man.
Downwardly, heal.
What?
Anyway, next you place the NetNavi figures on their starting spaces and place the 3 virus movers here and the Pharaoh Man figure next to the board for now.
Next, you place 4 green data files on each corner of the board.
Next, we place the 24 battle chips face down in a single stack next to the board.
Then you shuffle the 4 mission cards and place them face down next to the board. Man, nothing goes on this board.
Well, it's tiny.
Not a good enough excuse.
Next, you shuffle the 9 virus busting cards and place them face down.
Wait. Next to the board, right?
Yep.
Then we each draw 1 mission card and 2 battle chips and set our hit point counters on the pets to 5.
Cool. Now, you don't have to move your total dice roll. You can stop whenever.
But you can't end your turn on the same space that you started. You also can't move through the walls or the battle arena.
Also, you can move through the same space as another player, but you can't share the same space.
Awesome. Hey, what's up with these little escalators? Do we count those as like 1, 4, 10?
Nope, those spaces actually count as just a single space.
Awesome. Now, there are a number of special spaces on the board here, like the hit point spaces.
Now remember, we set our pets so they have 5 hit points to begin, but there are 2 ways you can actually add more hit points during the course of the game, and this space happens to be one of them.
Well, what's the other?
We'll touch on that in a bit. Now, players can have a maximum of 10 hit points total in the game, and in order to get the extra points or point on your next roll, you can roll the dice and choose one of 2 things: move, or use the die roll number and add that many points to your pet. But if you choose to add points to your pet, your turn ends then and there.
Next is the blue battle chip spaces. When you end your turn on one of these spaces, you draw 1 battle chip.
These chips give your NetNavi their attack power, and each chip has a number at the top, which is your range, as well as a to hit and damage value. But to see these, you actually have to slide them into the top of your pet. They're represented by the 2 colors that are revealed within your pet. You match those to the numbers on the back of your mission card.
How many of these can a player hold at a time?
You can only hold 4 at a time. Any others you grab have to be discarded. Also, all Navis can use all of the chips, but some of them will be more powerful for certain Navis over others.
Let's continue on for a bit. We will cover the rest of the chips once we do battle with one another. Yeah!
Well, when you land on one of the green data spaces, you can actually choose one of the 4 data chips that are closest to the space you're on. If there isn't a data chip closest to the space you're on, there shall be no chip drawing for you.
Now there are 5 different types of data files here. Recovery, attack +1, range +1, reroll, and virus.
Now a player can only hold 4 data files at a time, and much like the battle chips, any extras must be placed back on the corners that currently do not have a data file.
A player has to keep his or her collected data files face up in front of them. Also, you can only use them during a net battle, so we will cover their uses when we battle, which is now.
Well, that was suspenseful.
I know, right? Okay, so to fight the virus, if you happen to flip over a virus data file, you must battle it.
To determine which virus you're going to battle, you have to roll the dice. If you roll 1 or 2, then you battle Metar.
3 or 4, sortie.
Really? Sortie?
Mega Man games were never too original for their enemy names.
Ah, fair enough. Roll a 5 or a 6, and you challenge Blue Egon.
Aw, Egon.
There, Dan. There.
Next, you place your Navi on the battle start space on the blue side.
And then you place the virus you're battling on the battle start space on the red side.
You then choose one of your battle chips and slide it into your pet. Oh, maybe I should have worded that different.
Nah, it's fine. Okay, so let's go over how the battle chips work. We already discussed how the colors work by matching them to the back of your mission card. The range at the top corner allows you to hit an enemy that's near you within that number of spaces.
In order to hit using your battle chip, you have to roll a number equal to or greater than the revealed color's number using your pet and mission card.
And the damage caused is the other color here, as well as the corresponding number on your mission card.
So to begin here, you roll the dice twice. Your first roll is your move. Just like on the regular board, you have to follow the same movement rules. But the new rule here is that you cannot move onto your opponent's side of the arena.
The second roll is to see if you hit the virus. If you do manage to strike the enemy here, this is where the last little piece of the game comes into play, as there are 4 damage counters, 1 for each of the game's villains. If the virus here gets hit, you move the corresponding hit counter along one of the 2 paths along the sides of the board here. It moves from the light colored spaces to the darker spaces, the number equal to the damage on your battle chip.
When your turn is over, you flip over one of the virus busting cards to see where the virus moves to next.
The virus moves, and then you roll the dice to see if it hits you. The die roll indicates the range of the attack.
So, if you're within the number of spaces the virus rolls, you lose the number of hit points that are indicated on the board. If by chance the virus defeats you, your pet gets reset to 5. You go back to your start space, and you place your battle chip that was in your pet into a discard pile next to the draw pile.
If you manage to defeat the virus, you can roll the dice and regain that much health back, or draw 1 battle chip from the draw pile. Once the virus is defeated, you place your Navi at the start space and discard your battle chip.
And finally, you reshuffle the virus busting cards, making them ready for the next battle.
Okay, so what about the data files?
Right, so we mentioned the data files earlier, and these can be used in any of the net battles. Recovery allows you to roll the dice and recover that number of hit points, but using this data file counts as your action for that round.
Attack +1 simply adds 1 point of damage to your attack.
Range +1 adds an extra space to your range.
Reroll allows you to reroll the battle die, but you can only do it once.
These can be used before you roll the dice at the beginning of your battle round.
Ah, neat.
So, now it's time for the player versus player battle.
So on your turn, if you happen to have at least 1 data file and you are adjacent to another player, you can challenge that player to a battle. Now all the same rules from the virus battles apply here, with a few exceptions.
The challenged player goes first and starts on the battle start space on the blue side of the battle arena.
The only thing you don't do is use the virus busting cards.
Right. Now the winning player wins one of the following: a data chip of their choice from the losing player,
1 battle chip chosen randomly without looking at it,
or the chance to heal, which means roll the dice and add the number to your hit points on your pet.
After the battle, both players return to their start spaces and you discard your battle chips. Play then continues to the left of the challenged player.
The good thing here is you can't be challenged when you are still on your start space.
Awesome! So, how do we get to fight the big baddie here, Ferrero Man?
When a player has collected the 3 data files pictured on their mission card, on their next turn they can choose to challenge Pharaoh Man by entering through the doors on either side of the battle arena.
The same rules apply when battling Ferrero Man. That's how they spelled it, Ferrero Man. With this exception, if he defeats the challenging player but takes damage in the battle, he does not get to regenerate the damage after the battle.
And the first player to defeat Pharaoh Man is the winner of the game.
Oh, I'm almost in the door.
Yep, but I'm about to beat Pharaoh.
No, I get it. He's got 2 hit points left.
That means all I have to do is roll at least a 3 or higher, and this game is mine.
Yeah, great.
Proto Man defeats Pharaoh Man. We ready?
No, not really.
About to make Dr. Light proud. What's that say?
That says 6.
Yeah! Hey, hold on. What? Yeah! Proto Man, the fighting robot. Proto Man, fighting saves the world! I just rewrote the theme song for Proto Man.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Because
gotcha.
he won, which means I won. Mega Man, you were always the second robot. You just remember that. I was the first one.
Why would you kill Mega Man?
No, they're brothers. It was just like, he's fine.
I see.
He's fine. Yeah.
So, you're
I'm
drunk
so
with
happy.
victory. What is
so
wrong?
happy. I'm so happy I won.
Good gosh. You all right there? Okay.
I'm good.
So, the Mega Man NT game by the NT Mega Man NT Warrior, let's call it what it's actually called, by Mattel. I wouldn't say this is anywhere near one of my favorite games we've ever played because it's for a simple game, it's overly complicated.
It's crazy. There's so many rules.
I mean, it's nuts at how much you have to remember. You have to collect the data chips. You have to, remember to look at your back for your power levels.
Yeah.
The battle chips, reveal different, the different powers thanks to the colors there that are revealed when you put them into your pet. You constantly have to remember, okay, I got hit 3 times, I got to take 3 points off. There's just a lot of things here that I don't think a lot of younger fans would enjoy because it is an overly complicated game, and it seems like the later you go through the decades as you get up to current day, you find a lot of board games like this that are licensed, because we played some licensed games today,
Yes.
and none of them have been overly complicated or extremely hard. The closer you get to present day, the more complicated these kids games begin to get, because they felt the need, they needed to add every aspect of the video game into this idea of the board game, and I don't think it was necessary.
Right.
I don't think it was necessary at all.
Crazy.
I mean, I like the idea of having to battle the viruses and Ferrero Man.
Pharaoh Man.
Ferrero Man.
Pharaoh Man.
But it's spelled Pharaoh.
That's how you spell Pharaoh.
Ferrero. Ferrero.
Okay.
I like the idea of battling those, but I don't like the idea of using the battle chips, using the pet. I mean, I get that this ties into the toy and the game itself because the characters all used these in the show.
Right.
But I don't enjoy the idea of you can. I think for kids it'd be, at least for me, I know it's hard to remember that you can use one of these during a battle and then you have to discard it and draw another. There's so much going on. It's silly. Really, what it's best for, as you can see, what Dan is doing, is playing simply with the minifigures.
Team up.
Because I believe if Dan would have to own this game, he would have bought it just for the minifigures.
That's totally what I'd bought this for.
And then these
I would have ended up just playing my own game with the minifigures. That's what I always did when I was a kid, and I bought games that I felt like they were too complicated. I would sometimes pull the boards out and just play with the pieces.
Yes. Yeah.
That's totally, this would be one of those games.
And then these would sit on Dan's toy shelf.
Yeah, these are cool.
Because they're cool they're nice little PVC figures. So overall, I mean, it has some really neat gameplay, functionality. It has some really neat ideas to it, but they're just the overcomplication of everything. I don't think is great for kids. I mean, I believe the game was for ages 7 and up, And if I was a 7-year-old trying to have my parents explain this game to me by reading the instructions, I wouldn't understand it at all and would have done exactly what Dan said. Would have just played my own game with the minifigures.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's not a game that Dan and I can really recommend because there's just too much going on. It is just too ridiculous.
It really depends, though, I guess, on what kind of gameplay that you like. Maybe you like these kind of games. Maybe you'd be totally fine with that. I would just not say, like younger kids probably wouldn't pick up on it too easy.
No, not at all.
So it really depends on like how big of a fan of Mega Man NT Warrior you are.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah. If you're a big Mega Man fan, I mean, it's fun. But if it's a game you're looking to play on family game night, I'd probably pass and find something much cooler.
For sure.
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You remember when I beat Pharaoh Man? Like this is the part now where Guts Man, he's a new challenger. I was a bad guy in Mega Man 1. I remember. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew.
Hey, why is my
what?
My Transformer shelf over there? Why is Megatron missing?
Oh,
what? Why is Megatron gone, dude?
Actually, you should probably go look in the back of your toilet.
Wait, what? Why?
I don't actually know why, but you might want to check the back of your toilet.
Am I not going to be happy with what I find?
Probably won't be happy.
You know what? You wrap this up.
Wasn't me though.
Wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
Better not have been you. I'm going to go look.
Yeah, you should go look. I'm telling you.
Does it have something to do with why you got Mega Man game and didn't have any trouble?
No.
Then how do you know what's in the back of the toilet, Dan?
I was using the toilet and I found it.
Why did you take the back of my toilet tank off?
Isn't that what everybody does when they use the toilet? You better go. You better go. You're not going to be happy.
You wrap it up, and I'm going to go look.
I'm going to wrap it up. He is not going to be happy. But I'm going to keep playing Mega Man. Yeah! Pew, 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 pew. You get equipped with Pharaoh Man's powers.